If you receive this, share it with a friend who loves making excuses. Do you ever have periods of doubting your abilities or that God has asked you to do something worthwhile? In fact, do you ever go as far as making excuses to cop out of the thing you know you should do? What if I told you that many of God's leaders had similar issues? This may come as a surprise, but may be informative to assist you when you either get unsure or slothful. Let's look quickly at them to get a picture of what we need to learn and take as instruction into our own lives. Most people know Moses as a firebrand of a minister, a miracle worker, the high priest, and the one who spoke face to face with God. However, do you know that at age 80, when God revealed himself to Moses in the midst of a burning bush, that he was unsure if he was capable of freeing the Israelites from Egyptian slavery? In Exodus chapters 3 to 4, we read of Moses asking Yahweh multiple questions and being very unsure. Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt? Exodus 3 verse 11. Suppose I go to the Israelites and say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you, and they ask me, what is his name? Then what should I tell them? Exodus 3 verse 13. What if they do not believe me or listen to me? Exodus 4 verse 1. Pardon your servant, Lord. I have never been eloquent, neither in the past nor since you have spoken to your servant. I am slow of speech and tongue. Exodus 4 verse 10. Pardon your servant, Lord. Please send someone else. Exodus 4 verse 13. As you can read, Moses had to be encouraged by God to do the mammoth task. The harder the task, the larger the faith required to complete it. And freeing a reported around 1 million people from 400 years of slavery must have seemed like a Herculean endeavor. Most people know Isaiah as a great Old Testament prophet. However, do you know that he wondered if he was eloquent enough to do the job? Woe to me, I cried, I am ruined. For I am a man of unclean lips, and I live among a people of unclean lips. And my eyes have seen the King, the Lord Almighty. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 5. Leading back a nation to righteousness and warning them of the calamity of years to come before the Messiah must have been terrifying. Most people know Jonah as the one who saved Nineveh from destruction. However, do you know that he never wanted to go to help them in the first place? Why? Because Jonah was bitter that the Ninevites had warred with and destroyed the Israelites before. In fact, he wanted to see bad things happen to them because of their past sins. He prayed to the Lord, isn't this what I said, Lord, when I was still at home? This is what I tried to forestall by fleeing to Tarshish. I knew that you are a gracious and compassionate God, slow to anger and abounding in love, a God who relents from sending calamity. No, Lord, take away my life, for it is better for me to die than to live. But the Lord replied, is it right for you to be angry? Jonah 4 verses 2 to 4. Presuming that they were too wicked to repent was a miscalculation, and seeing God giving mercy once more must have been too tiring and frustrating for Jonah. I'm not sure what excuses you may be making today, and I'm not sure what may be holding you back from achieving your next task, whether it be tiredness, a slavery mentality, an insecurity in your God-given abilities, feelings of inadequacy, or maybe even bitterness. But ensure you listen to the voice of God that always tells you that He is the I am, who is sending you. He has instructed you as a prophet to the nations, or is sending you where you'd rather not go. The excuses will come, but don't let them overpower the true voice of your God of wonders. You have enough wherever you are, with whatever group you are a part of, to do the tasks God has ordained. Leave the excuses and become what God has called you to be. Moses answered, "What if they do not believe me or listen to me and say, 'The Lord did not appear to you'?" Then the Lord said to him, "What is that in your hand?" Exodus chapter 4, verses 1 to 2.